It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today's beer is a slightly confusing one. Reason being, I went to Home Bargains. It's not confusing that I went to Home Bargains because I kind of always go to Home Bargains, but it's confusing because of this beer. This is called Tuborg Fic. It's a lovely looking bottle. It's got that kind of lager dimpled English Czech pint glass look to it. It's got the classic Tuborg pulled ring top too, which I suppose we'll get open straight away, shall we? It's a 500ml bottle. It's 5% ABV. And my confusion comes from the fact that Tuborg, a Danish company, but this has been produced in Turkey. And it's got classic Turkish taste on it. So I visited a few websites. I went to Rate Beer, I went to Untapped, and then I went to a place called Taste Turkey. Some of the websites are indicating that the beer is brewed in Denmark. But then some of the websites are indicating that the beer is brewed in Turkey. So there's the confusion. So straight away, if you've got any comments if you know the answer to this, if you're from Denmark or if you're from Turkey and you're well aware of this beer, please let us know in the comments box below. But it pours really nice. Now, if you were to ask me to hazard my guess, then I would say, because it's got legendary Turkish taste and there's beer written on it, and it's a very kind of Turkish looking name, I'm going to say that this beer has been produced in Turkey. So Tuborg, somewhere along the line, must have a massive kind of, or built up a massive fan base in Turkey. Now, Turkey's #1 lager is, of course, Efes. So I'm wondering if this is going up against Efes. But it's a 100% all malt lager. We got a 2-finger white head. Slow moving, nice carbonation though. A deep, light amber, kind of almost straw coloured malty look to the beer. I'm well into my lagers at the moment, so fingers crossed I'm going to like this. I paid £1.30 for the bottle in Home Bargains. Let's get the aroma. Smells great. It really does. I'm really into my lagers at the moment. It's a big thing for me because I was almost dead against lagers for years and years and years. We'll get into all that in a moment, but the aroma is lovely and hoppy, almost like that Saaz hop aroma to it. Spicy and peppery, lemon-like. And then a big kind of malty, sweet kind of aroma coming through as well. Smells lovely. Smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's all right. In fact, that's very good. It's very good. It's a decent pint. Great head retention. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's that lovely all malt lager taste that I really like about these all malt lager beers. Now, it's so smooth and drinkable. The malt really does come through, and then there's a nice balance with that kind of spicy Saaz hop on the back end. So you've got a good mixture of a little bit of malty kind of sweetness over there and kind of bitterness over there. It's a lovely beer. And it's ironic. I was about to talk to you about my kind of... Let's do that first and foremost. Let's talk about why I hated lager so much in the first place, and now why I love lager so much now. This kind of transition for myself. Right. Back in the day, when I first started on YouTube, I was really into my real ales. I wanted to try as many different real ales and bottled beers as possible. By speaking to head brewers and by speaking to people on the channel, on the YouTube channel, the big consensus was that real ale in the UK used to be a massive thing until lager come along in the 1970s and ruined it. And then lager is now like 60% of all beer sales in the UK was lager. So I set about kind of very naively, I suppose, hating lager. But back then, my idea for lager was Carling and Foster's and Stella Artois, which were kind of rubbish lagers. Ironically, I was in Turkey on holiday, and this is when things started to change for me. I was in Turkey about, it was about 7 years ago now. And my father convinced us to walk into this kind of market town, which was about 2 miles down the road. And we walked this 2 miles, and I'm like, in the Turkish heat, we were boiling hot by the time we got there. So the first thing we wanted to do was hit this bar. We hit this lovely bar, and on the hotel where we were staying in the hotel, it was all inclusive, and it was all inclusive kind of, I can't remember the lager brand now. It might have been Efes. But it was kind of all-inclusive brewed lager, which just wasn't very good. It was a different type of Efes. It didn't taste the same as a bottle of Efes if you ever left the hotel. But anyway, I ordered, because I was so fed up of drinking the Efes in the hotel, I ordered, I can't remember the name of the brand now, but it was a 100% all malt lager. And I sat in this bar, Formula 1 flicked up on the telly. He's opening up a beer for me, a cold beer, and I smell it and sip it, and oh my goodness me, my whole world there and then started to change with lager. And ironically, I'm telling you this story now, drinking a Turkish brewed 100% all malt lager. Ironically. So that was the kind of the change moment for me. That was the, let's start trying different lagers, but all malt lagers, good quality lagers. So then my kind of very slow journey into German lagers and Czech lagers began. And now I drink a lot of just good quality German and Czech lagers. So rating this Fici by Tuborg, if I was to have a party, a family party, or have friends round the house, and I didn't have much beer in, I would literally clear the shelf from Home Bargains, or I would go to Home Bargains and I would clear the shelf of this Fici. It's a really good quality bottle of beer. It really is. It's a very different type of beer to regular Tuborg, which is in a green bottle and it's slightly skunked, and it's really no difference to Carlsberg. Now I believe Tuborg and Carlsberg are the same company. Again, comments in the comments box, let me know on that one. But yeah, I would clear the shelves of this. It's a really good quality Turkish lager. It's kept its head retention, nice carbonation, it's a lovely colour. The malt quality is lovely. You're getting a few different flavour malts coming through. You're also getting that lovely kind of spicy, hot, lemony, bitter finish. It's a lovely balance to the beer. I really like that. I really like that. If you're watching this video and you've got a Home Bargains near you and you want to buy yourself some cheap but pretty decent lager, then make your way to Home Bargains and pick up this Tuborg Fici. It's really rather lovely. I like that for the price, for that £1.30 that I paid. I like that enough to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!